Hey guys, Vin here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video. This is actually my first tier list, and it's going to be about all the playable characters available at release for Avatar Legends the fighting game. So I thought this would be something fun to do. I was actually going through all the characters because on the little on that little poster they have of like the 12 characters, it shows 10, and I thought they were just going to announce two more like the day of release. I didn't actually understand that there's got Aang and Korra up the top in Avatar State, and so like that's actually separate characters. Like when I read that, I thought, you know, Avatar State of those two characters is just like when they go into Avatar State. So I was like, why are they mentioning this for these two and not the rest of the roster? So I was actually like, that's sick, right? That's really cool. I wish it was for Kyoshi too. To me, I'm kind of like, but I guess it's because they are like the stars of each show, so I guess that's why. But still, it's two more characters, and Avatar Aang is definitely the GOAT, and then you got Avatar Korra, which would be awesome too. So that's really cool. So I got those in there. I'm pretty sure we've got everything here, so we're good to go. But yeah, this is just based on the likelihood that I'm gonna play them in like what order, right? So like the top of the first one in S tier is going to be like the first character I'm playing, which if you've seen any of my other videos, you may already be able to guess who that will be. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun little video, so we'll get straight into it. Now, I think I'll just go left to right. So we've got Avatar State Aang. Um, and yeah, no time to think because I just found out this is even like a playable character, like a separate character from just a normal Aang, which is so cool because I was actually thinking like how he's only an airbender in in the game, like this version over here is only an airbender, which I think is cool because like that's the strongest element. But then Korra isn't, like she uses all of them, so it's cool they've got this because clearly they'll both use all elements in Avatar State, right? So that's actually really cool. It does change a lot. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing him, be somewhere along S tier, so we'll go with that. That's so cool though. I'm so excited to see what the kits will be like given they're separate characters. That's such a cool idea. I feel like maybe they will do it for other avatars. So hopefully we get one for Kyoshi later on. And then for Korra, obviously I'll have to see, but the urgency is probably below. There's just so many other characters I'm going to be playing, so I'll definitely put her here. Although it is Avatar State, which sounds so fire. I might go, but now I'm going B. Okay, and then we got Korra, and I have tried Korra in the beta a little bit. I think it's really cool how she throws a little bit of each element, and she has that thing where like I said, I didn't play her much, but I'm pretty sure it's if you use each element maybe in the order, you get like a burst, element surge, something like that. Something like I like that theme. I don't understand it, but I like it. Right? I thought that was cool. The urgency would probably be like this, and I actually think it's like this because Avatar State Korra, like all the things about her character, she is a badass in the Avatar State. Like I do like that character when she's in the Avatar State and she's actually going crazy. When she flips it up, obviously not. But if you're playing her, you won't. So anyway, Zuko. I've heard this is a really new player friendly character. I don't know if that's how true that is. Seems to be the case. Usually characters with a second resource are not like new player friendly. That's not usually how it works in games. Um, but do like firebenders. They're pretty cool. Seeing that Ozai is available, I don't know. Ozai is just like a badass, bro. Like, I mean, so is Zuko in his own way. Yeah, I'd probably go like the likelihood I play it's probably next to Korra, to be honest. In fact, it's probably above Korra, probably about the same. So I'll just go here. Does look cool though, but movement based characters are not usually my thing, which is why we'll see where Aang goes later as well. Then we have Katara, which I've played a tiny bit of. Heard she's like a mid-range character, and I do like the look of her kit. We'll probably go. It's probably going to be like more like this, to be honest. Like I love water. Like when I play World of Warcraft, and I love playing shaman, like healing shaman, because they use water like healing waves to heal people, which I just love water-based abilities and themes and stuff. But for some reason here, I just go straight to earth. Not sure why. Soccer looks like people are saying he's gonna get nerfed. I really like the whole sword thing. If I actually try him, I haven't even played him, and he was in the beta, and I didn't try. So I think he goes here, but he's probably more like this. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. Then we have Azula, which I think's like this, because for me, it's not about the way they play, the play style, or their abilities. It's more about the character, which is why we go straight to Earthbenders, right? Like that's just like, for me, it's a personal preference. Now we got Ozai, and I haven't even thought about it till now. I've been so focused on Kyoshi and Toph that I haven't even, and Zahir, another one that's like I'm crazy excited for. But Ozai, I mean, man, I feel like they're just gonna make him so different to Zuko that it's gonna be like, because it's so different, it'll be even more interesting. So he might even go S tier. Like Fire will probably be my least played. We'll go here. We'll go top of A. I think that's pretty accurate. Now we've got the best Earthbender of all time. And I think you guys might have guessed this is going to happen. That might be the first character I play when I'm trying to like get used to like the basic controls in the game. But then we have the avatar, strongest avatar herself, Kyoshi. And it's like this. So these two are probably the same, but it just kind of depends what their abilities are. I played a lot of Toph in the beta last weekend, obviously. And I just love the playstyle. Like I would call it control. Like I said, I'm a fighting game noob. So like if I use terms out of term, um, feel free to call me out on that because I don't know basically anything about fighting games. But in most games, there's a player type called control, right? Where you just control the game. You don't do too much damage. You usually heal yourself or you're really tanky. And this is exactly what Toph screams when I played her. It's like control, you know, kind of like what Boomy says to Aang, he needs to find in a earth bending teacher is someone who waits and listens before attacking. And that's exactly what she does. Like she doesn't stay in, she kind of stays out a little bit and you kind of like see what your opponent does and then you do what you should do basically. So I do like that play style, and it just depends because we only saw the reveal trailer for Kyoshi, which by the way, the video for that is on my channel if you want to go check it out. So yeah, can't really tell, but there are some sick looking abilities that she has. So, but someone like me, I can't really tell what her playstyle is just off a quick video like that. But yeah, either way, I'll definitely be playing these two a lot. And then we have the General Aang, which I have played a bit of, and movement based characters, like agile characters, I seem to just be horrible at. In Overwatch, I love Tracer, and I was pretty good at her, but it took me a long time to be good at her. Like, it's not like I picked her up and I was just good, right? Whereas with like Roadhog, who was like a tank, he was a tank character, I was insane with him instantly. Like, a few games in, once I figured out his grappling hook ability and his shotgun, I was just like a king at Roadhog. But I liked Tracer and I liked the style, but it took me so long because it wasn't my style of character. And that's how I feel about Aang and like Zuko and that the movement based kind of characters. Like they're really cool and I'd like to be good at them, but it's just not my playstyle. So Aang is like my favorite character in the whole franchise, right? Like a lot of people, because it's Aang, he's the GOAT. But he's probably going to be, I mean, he's the top of this tier, but I'd play these two before I'd play Aang. At this Aang, however, this one here is a different story. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good description of that. I am so excited for the Avatar State Aang though, because I really thought it was just them and Avatar State, because they both have an Avatar State, I believe, as their like seven chakra art. So that's why I was confused. But once I figured out that that's actually like they both have two characters each, that's so cool. And now we have the one that I didn't even think would be a character, and I was so happy when I found out that they were adding Zahir, bro. I'm a sucker for anti-heroes, an absolute sucker for it. And he's not a villain. Like when Korra released, maybe at that time he was a villain, but the term anti-hero has obviously became a lot more popular since then. And my boy Zahir is absolutely an anti-hero. I mean, I was on his side for a lot of that, and eventually went so far with it that he had to be, put down, so to speak. And then just the whole like detachment and just like, yeah, great character. One of my favorite. In fact, he might be my favorite character from that show, from Korra. Anyway, moving on to the likelihood that I play him. Honestly, bro, it's like this. It really is like this. And I think that's pretty good. Like, nothing in D tier. Honestly, like, the difference between B and C, like the back end of it, like around here-ish, is like really minimal. It's just because I really know that Katara's playstyle and Azula's is just not for me at all. Not only would it not be for me, but it wouldn't be the case of like with Tracer and Overwatch where I like the character, but I wasn't good at that playstyle. It's actually I don't really care too much for their kits and stuff. I haven't given Azula a try or Katara too much of a try. So I'm just kind of basing it off, what I've seen so far. But that's kind of my opinion and how I'm feeling. But yeah, as I said, I was adding these characters to the tier list just before I started this video, and that's when I found out, like 10 minutes ago, I found out that we're getting separate characters for the two of the avatars, which is really cool. So I'm really excited to see what we're getting with Avatar State Aang, mainly Korra too, but like the Avatar State Aang is gonna be that's cool. Like, what he's gonna be in Avatar State the whole fight. That's cool. Obviously, I mean that has to be what it is, right? But yeah, it's gonna be Kyoshi and Toph and Zahir. I'll be playing these three. Zahir is kind of the one where I'm like forcing it because we don't even know his kit yet. We don't know his playstyle, but I'm guessing he can fly, right? So I'm guessing he's going to be able to fly quite a lot. So he's going to be movement based. And I just said have movement based characters often aren't in my playstyle, but I'm going to play him, And at the start of this journey of playing fighting games, I'm not going to care about my rank. I'm going to play online, but I'm not going to, I'm going to focus on the other modes at first, get comfortable, not go into ranked until I actually figure out what I'm doing, right? So it's going to be these three mainly, and then we'll definitely check out, like on release, I'll check out these two tiers. So just realized that my cursor's turned off, so you can't actually see where I'm pointing to. But S tier, A tier, I'll be playing on release because I've checked out all the other ones anyway. But yeah, like Kyoshi, I didn't get to play Kyoshi because I was only in the open beta one last weekend. No one's played Zahir, I don't think. Same with Ozai, and then no one's played Avatar, Aang, or Korra. So a lot of characters right there. Those 6 characters that no one's really played. I know some people played Kyoshi, but I did not get to, which I was sad about. But release is gonna be huge. Like, look at this, bro. Like, I thought it was just gonna be the first 3 there, Kyoshi, Toph, and Zahir. But now there's a whole like 3 other characters that I didn't even really know about. Like, I knew about Ozai, but I wasn't really focused on it. And then I was sitting here, I was like, wait, like thinking about the Ozai Aang fight, he's gonna have a crazy kit, man. So it's gonna be good. Let me know what you guys think about my tier list here. I'll drop this tier list, the link to it down below. So if you want to check it out for yourself, and kind of, you might think but then as you start dragging it in and start doing it, like, oh, I didn't realize I'd actually, put this here, put this there. So it's actually quite fun to do. Definitely check it out. Keep an eye on the channel for new videos. Trying to upload at least once a week up until the game releases. And when the game releases, we're going to stream for at least 12 hours. That's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, hope you guys like this. Be sure to like, subscribe if you do. And until next time, much love. Peace.